Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by and checking out another video. Today we got my personal 99 Chevy Silverado in here. It's a half ton. The issue with it is it needs a wheel hub, driver's side. Been putting it off for a little while. She's starting to moan and groan pretty good, and I can feel it in the steering now that she's getting pretty loose. So for a rainy day, might as well get her in here and get her up and get her changed, and figured bring you all along. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video afterwards, please hit that thumbs up button for me. So we're going to get this thing up in the air. We'll get busy and show you all what it takes to change a wheel hub on this here truck. Alright y'all, start this job. I already took the tire off, as you can tell. Next we got to pop this little center cap off here. Maybe without destroying it. I know you guys probably do this all the time, complaining because I'm using a screwdriver or a pry driver when they do make a tool to pop these off, but this is a S-box, so I don't see why this cap even has to be on here, but Chevy likes to put it on there, so we got it off. Next we're going to grab a socket, pop this axle nut off, because this is four-wheel drive. Same process for four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive, it doesn't matter. Car, truck, basically all the same process. You got to do all the same steps. So let me grab the socket for this. We'll get this whipped off there, and we'll move on to taking the brake caliper and the bracket off and the rotor off. Alright y'all, we got the Cornwell axle, front wheel drive axle nut set out. Many of you know, this is kind of my daily job. I do this all the time, so I got that nice set. Oh, wrong. Oh, wrong again. We'll do one more. Yep, 35. Alright, yep. Takes 35 millimeter. And of course, we're going to use the big 1/2-inch Milwaukee. So I know some of y'all, may not have access to that tool or those sockets, but a lot of parts places now are renting tools or loaning tools, so you can borrow their 35 millimeter or whatever size it is for your axle if you have an axle in it. But y'all see me just push that axle back. So next we're gonna rotate this around. I'm going to pull out the two bolts here, and actually I may not pull the two bolts out. I may just go ahead and pull the bracket and all off the caliper. So try to get the camera turned around here for you guys can see that, and we'll get this caliper off here. Alright y'all, right here's the one bolt I'm talking about. The other one's up top here. You guys can't see, it's out of frame there, but these are the caliper bolts that hold the caliper on. They look kind of rusty, but I have had this part before, so maybe I will grab my socket and try to get those off there, so before I do the bracket. So let me grab that socket and we'll see if we can't get that off there. Alright y'all, got the T55, it's a Torx 55. See if we can't get that broke loose. Ooh, oh yeah, oh yeah. Just top one up here. Uh-oh. Somebody notify me. There we go. Alright. Now I'm just going to take my little earthquake 3/8 drive here, since I got them broke loose. Pull that out. Pull that one out. And don't look bad. And we'll grease them up when we go to put them back on. Before I pulled them bolts out, I should have took a screwdriver and stuck it down through the inspection hole here. And kind of pulled on that caliper just to free it up a little bit. I get ahead of myself sometimes, so. Alright. Lay that up out of the way. Do not hang it by the hose. So, next thing we need to do is pull these caliper mounts off. I'll grab a socket to do that. We'll bring y'all back. Alright, y'all. Got the socket for that. I don't know if it's because it's so rusty or if it is actually standard, but I got 11/16 here it fits on, but it's real close to an 18 millimeter. So probably should have been 18 millimeter because there we go. Got my socket off now. Yeah. I'll tap that on there. Actually, grab the 18 millimeter. Oh yeah, whip it right off there. Like I said, I've been into this before. So, pull them off, toss them there, pull the whole caliper mount off, and set it off to the side. So, if yours does have the pin or the little screw that holds the rotor on, at this time go ahead and take it off. Mine doesn't have it. It's not really a necessity to have it on there, but sometimes it does help. So this one on the half ton has 3 bolts, one here, one on the other side. 16 millimeter. I'm going to go ahead and grab a socket and a swivel. We'll get these pulled off. I'll turn the wheel, pull the other side off. So hang on, and we'll bring you right back for that. All right, y'all. I was wrong. It's a 15 millimeter socket. I got the Toothbuster 5000 out here. Guys, if you're using impacts, using these swivels, be careful. I have had them come off and come back and smack me in the face and about take a eye out or tooth out of it, but we're gonna get this sucker off here now. Double check it. Well, we're smaller. Little 14 here. Is that a 14? Yeah. Well, must be standard. Bring y'all right back. All right, y'all. Turns out it's 9/16. I don't work on half tons that much. My daily, it's usually all 3/4 tons, so it is the bigger stuff. So, let me grab a small extension there now too, because I can't get my swivel on there. Alright, now we gotta, that's better. I don't think I can get my impact on there. Nope, I still need the swivel. So, now that I got the extension on there, I'm gonna really be careful. So, alright, that's definitely slipping, so let me grab a breaker bar here instead of the impact, and we'll see if we can't get that broke loose. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't turn the camera on. Yeah, I got the breaker bar out there, and definitely got it broke loose there. See if we can get up here and do this one up here. I'm going to have to tap that socket on there. A little bit of rust on it. Alright, that one's not fitting on there. Alright, back to the 15 on that one, so we'll see if we can get that broke loose there now. Of course, I lost my extension. I don't think I can't get my ratchet in there. Let me find my extension, guys, and we'll bring it right back. Alright, y'all. If it would have been a snake, it would have bit me. It was laying right in front of me. Can't see for being blind, so. Alright. There's that one broke loose. Alright. Go ahead and pull those two out while I'm on this side. Always seems like whenever you're filming something, half the stuff don't go the way it should. So, all right, those two are out. Pull them on out. Now I'm not reusing these bolts because the kit I got has new caliper mount bolts and new bolts for the wheel bearing or wheel hub. So let me get this swung around the other side, get the camera moved over, and we'll bring you all back. All right, y'all. Got you guys in front of the truck now. Put the breaker bar on this one so I don't round it off, and actually get the right size one I need there, wherever it went to. It's at 9/16. Don't tell my tool truck guy I'm beating on my sockets. Of course, it wouldn't matter to him because he don't stop anymore anyway, so it's alright. We're going with Carlisle tools. I've been going with Carlisle tools. So, because they're through Napa, not a sponsor. And I make a phone call and I get them replaced. Ain't got to wait around for my tool truck guy to stop by and give me some line of bull about why he can't replace it, or he ain't got it and he's got to order or whatever. Be down on my tools. You know, I've been mechanicking now for well over 30 years. Yes, I've had tool truck tools, lots of them. My opinion, they've outlived their warranty. When I can buy just as good of tools at Napa, Harbor Freight, all in with a guarantee, and I ain't got to wait to get my stuff replaced, a socket's a socket. You know, I've abused my sockets. I've abused the Carlisle sockets. I've abused Napa sockets. I've abused Harbor Freight sockets. They all last just as long. I've had Snap-on, Cornwell, Matco, all of them. You know, they all last just as long. You know, and like I said, I don't baby them. I don't, you know. So, anyways, that's my rant for today. Sorry about that, guys. But, you know, they just, tool truck guys have left a bad opinion on me. So, it seems like once you've achieved so much in life, you know, you're not a new tech, and you're not buying tools, you know, every month, not making that payment every month, that they don't want to talk to you no more. So, you know, like I said, after 30 years of mechanicking, you basically get every tool you're gonna need. So why should I keep buying more and more tools, you know, if the tools I have aren't bad? So, alright, enough of my ranting and raving. We're here for a good time. So I get you turned around here, and this wheel hub is actually almost falling out of the hole, but I will show you, you know, a couple little tricks I've found if they do get stuck. So let me get the camera moved and we'll show you what we're talking about here. Alright, y'all, see if I can point this out for you here. There's a gap already right here. This is where the wheel hub separates from the steering knuckle. This one here, for being factory, I mean, should come right out of there. But if it doesn't, if it's still up in there good and tight, what I do is I take an air hammer and try to rotate it in the hub here. Hit down here, come on this side, same thing, back and forth, back and forth. Anyways, y'all, sorry I got interrupted there. Hit back and forth on here, and you will eventually get this thing to turn like that in this housing. You can use some of your favorite WD-40 or breaker loose or whatever you use, whatever you like. But before we pull this hub out completely, we need to. This is the wheel speed sensor. We need to follow it up, and there's a plug up under the fender well here up the top. Get it unplugged, get all this wiring out, and we'll pull this hub out and get the new one over here. Alright, y'all, here's that wire I was talking about. My suggestion, you can try to get these pulled up out of this control arm, but you can also open them up and get your wire, back down in them. This one's not bad. You can just poke it out. Same with this one over here on the, you guys can't see. I'll have to move the camera. Anyways, but this one here, it's not a blind hole. It does go all the way through, but sometimes it's a pain if you break that off to get that thing out. So I'm going to grab my tools and see if I can't get them popped up out easy enough. And if we can, booyah. If not, then we'll deal with it from there. Alright, y'all. Where you at? Got my trim tool here. This is for like doing interior trim and popping these Christmas tree things out. But hopefully we can. Oh, hey, that one did pop out. Amazing. Usually they break right off. That, especially that one. So, all right, there's those two, and then there's a. Right there's your connector for it. So got those out, those ones out, and then we're gonna move you around here a little bit. See if we can't get you on this other one over here. This one's a little different. Sorry about the squeakiness. I'm using my old tripod today. All right, there's that one, and this one ain't really a Christmas tree. It's got a couple little. It's like a arrow that sticks through this way. And you just push them in and pop it back out in this little bracket. Be careful, especially if you're on the old ones here. Those brackets are pretty rusted up here. So I'm gonna try using my tool just to push them in. You can use a pair of needle nose or something, which it doesn't feel like that's gonna work. So I'm gonna use my channel locks here. See if I can't get it on that. The struggle is real, my friends. Alright, we're not reusing that. I'm just going to get a pair of side cutters and cut it off. And the new one will have it. So, bring you guys right back. Alright, got my side cutters. If I can't just cut that thing off. Of course, like I said, nothing ever. There he goes. Alright. Just pull that up out through there. It's wrapped around my soft line for my caliper. Now, back y'all out. Unenhance. If anybody knows what that's from, let me know, because I know where it's from. So, all right, and then all you do, pull it out. There's your wheel hub. Let me get that cleaned up a little bit, because I want to clean up this surface here around here a little bit, and then make sure there's no rust back here in these splines and stuff. We'll get the new one and we'll pop it in. Alright, y'all, I got my caliper file here, and this does have a scraper edge on it, so I'm just scrape the surface down. You can use a gasket scraper if you want, but this thing is carbide and it's meant to scrape the rust and steel. So now I'm not trying to take any metal off, I'm just cleaning up the rusty area there. So have to get that done. You can use Never Seas whatever. I like flood film myself. And I know earlier I said that this thing was original. The hub was original. It must not have been. Because it was fairly clean on the inside there. So just take your new wheel bearing, wheel hub, I should say. Make sure it slides back on your axle. Make sure your axle slides through. As always, the struggle is real, my friends. Alright, there we go. Now, forgot to say when you were taking this apart, remember the orientation of your wheel speed sensor line. It is critical. You put it on the back side, you're going to hit it with your brake caliper. You put it on the bottom, it don't work. It's not long enough. So you do have to watch your orientation. And this is the bag of hardware that my hub come with. 2 new caliper bolts. There's the bolt to hold the rotor on, and 3 new wheel hub bolts. So they've changed the design of them a little bit and made them a little bit shallower, probably so you can get in around the axle there, CV boot. Because by service data, these are reusable bolts. So. And you can buy them bolts separate if you want to replace them, if it doesn't come in your hub. So, alright. I must not be holding my tongue just right, but I can't get that one started. So, there we go. Alright, got that one started. And you guys don't need to see me watch me put them bolts back in. So, I'm going to shut the camera off here. I'm going to get that done. And then we'll move on to putting it back together. Alright, y'all, got that wheel hub on, got it torqued. There are torque specs for that. I'm not going to give them to you because it's a liability for me if I tell you what the torque specs are and it's not the right one for your precise vehicle. So just go online, or sometimes it comes in the box. You can ask your parts guy. They can look it up for you, but do torque them down with the torque wrench to the factory specs. We got the wire all ran here for our wheel speed sensor. Got it all back down in there. Next we're going to put the rotor on, but before I put that on there, I always like to take a little flood film, spray it on the hub face. That just kind of helps keep it from, helps keep it from rusting on there. And I mean, you can do everything back in here. I mean, it's not going to help this truck very much, but it is what it is. So got that on there. Grab me a lug nut and a little spacer. I don't need a spacer. We're just going to throw her on there. Now, this is where that little bolt that comes with your kit that holds your rotor on, that's where that comes in handy. But you can use a lug nut. It's all that screws for, is just that. So let me grab my caliper bracket here. And as you guys can see, hopefully, my boot's tore up. Let me go through my spare parts, see if I got another one. If I do, I'll throw it in. We'll bring you back. Alright guys, all we gotta do is bring this caliper back up here. Maybe get it put back on. Maybe not. Get the wheel turned straight here. They don't give you any extra on these. Alright, that caliper's pushed out a little bit, so I'm going to grab my tool and push them back in. And this is a specialty tool, but it's not mandatory you have it. You can use a C-clamp on them. Just be careful on some of your newer ones. They're made of a plastic material, and if you push too hard on them, you will break them. Ask me how I know. No, don't ask me. Anyways, alright. Get that bolt threaded back in there. Make sure we'll get this thing turned so you guys can see. And I can see. Get this little boot lined up here. Get the opening in the boot lined up. Just fold it over a little bit. There we go. Alright. There's that one. And I did clean them up and lube them up, so you always want to make sure you get these things lubed up. And on these, all the caliper bolts, slide bolts, no matter what style they are, make sure you get a little extra grease up here where this boot hooks on. That way that it makes a watertight seal, and you won't get water in there, and these won't get rusted up and get seized up. So I'm going to snug them up with my little impact here. Like I said, there is a torque spec for those. I got it written down over there on the workbench, but I need to pull these rubber boots back out. There's that one. Make sure they're pulled out tight. There's that one. And last but not least, we just got to put this nut back on here and snug it up and then torque it. Can you guys see what I'm working on here? Yeah, you can. Sorta. So, grab the big old impact here. And again, it's a 35 millimeter. And again, there is a torque spec for that. I'll grab that and do all that off camera, because usually it involves me doing a little bit of cussing and fussing trying to get the thing held. So there we have it. She's all back together. Alright y'all, there you have it. That's how you change a wheel hub in a 99 Chevy half-ton 4-wheel drive. Like I said, it applies to cars, applies to other pickup trucks, as long as it has that style head or wheel hub. Some of them have 3 bolts, some of them have 4 bolts. All depends on what they are. Like I said, this is the 4-wheel drive model. It does have the axle coming up through it. If it's 2-wheel drive, it won't have the axle. If it's in the rear, it may have it. If it's a rear-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive vehicle. But it is all super simple, super easy. You can do it in the driveway on a jack stand. Just be careful. Just, you know, make sure the steering wheel is unlocked so you can turn this knuckle back and forth and get, you know, on both sides. And just take a little time, a little patience. Can be done with simple hand tools. You guys seen I did it, broke them loose with the breaker bar. You can do it with the breaker bar and then ratchet it out, or a ratchet wrench, you know, whatever, you know, even a roll wrench. Might take you a little while, but you can get it done. So anyways, appreciate y'all. If you like the video, please go down, hit that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you can, share this out. Let all your friends know. Let everybody know. Let's get some views on this thing here. Also, Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget about the live stream. Got any questions on any of the videos I've put out? Come on in. We'll answer them. We usually have a pretty good panel there. If you have questions on anything, small engine, vehicle related here, or you know, all that kind of stuff, come on in. Give us an ask. Like I said, got a very vast knowledge base on my live streams. Everybody can, you know, we can usually get you a good answer on something, you know. So anyways, appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Alright, little bonus footage for y'all. Got this all put back together, golf down off the rack, and ready to back out, and my brake pedal went to the floor. So, right there is the culprit. The soft line going to the caliper. Got a new one ordered. I'm not going to video it. We're just going to throw her on and get down the road. So, appreciate y'all watching. Thanks again. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. See y'all in the next one.